Have you ever thought about how one single, super common word could actually unlock a massive idea, a whole new way of thinking about language? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to look at just one.
And that word is noise. Yeah, I know. Just noise. Take a second. What on earth could be so special about that word? I mean, on the surface, it seems totally, completely ordinary, right?
I mean, if you go look it up and say, the Simple English Wiktionary, this is what you'll find. A sound, usually one that you don't want. Super straightforward, really simple. You'd think, okay, nothing to see here, let's move on. But that's where you'd be wrong.
Because, hiding behind that super simple definition is this incredibly powerful idea about communication itself. That one little word, it's like a key that unlocks an entire system designed to make language clearer for absolutely everyone.
And look, at first glance, it really is just a word. We use it all the time, right? You complain about the noise from your neighbor's party, or you tell your kids to turn down the noise from their video games. It feels totally, completely unremarkable.
But then, buried deep in that same Wiktionary entry, you find this little sentence. Noise is on the Basic English 850 list. And that changes everything. All of a sudden, our simple little word isn't so simple anymore. It's part of something way, way bigger.
And this, right here, brings us to the very heart of this whole thing, the Basic 850 list. This list, this is the reason why a word like noise is so much more important than you'd ever guess. Okay, so the obvious next question is, what is this list? What's the big deal? What does it even mean for a word to be one of only 850 chosen for some kind of special purpose?
Just think about that number for a second. 850. The English language has, over 1 million words? And the whole idea behind Basic English is that you can say almost anything you need to say with a core vocabulary of just 850 words. Wow.
The goal here is actually pretty profound, but it's also incredibly simple. It's about creating a small set of words that are really easy to learn, right? And you can use them as a foundation for clear communication. It's perfect for, say, international speakers, or even for just breaking down really complex topics. Think of it like a universal toolkit for getting your point across.
So, okay, that's the theory. But what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's jump back to that Wiktionary entry for noise and really break it down, because you're about to see how every single part of its definition is basically a masterclass in this whole simplicity thing. Okay, look at the definition again. A sound, usually one that you don't want. Now get this. Every single word in that definition, sound, usually, one, want, is also a simple core vocabulary word. It's defining a basic word using only other basic words. It's so clever. This is the whole system in action right there.
And it's not just the definition. Even the nerdy technical parts are kept simple. That pronunciation guide. It uses something called the International Phonetic Alphabet, the IPA, which is a universal standard. The whole point isn't to be fancy or academic, it's just to be 100% clear to anyone, no matter where you are in the world. This whole commitment to simplicity even makes grammar easier. Instead of giving you a bunch of complex, confusing rules, the system just shows you with clear, simple examples. So, is noise countable or uncountable? A classic grammar headache, right? Well, the answer is it can be both. You can have a noise, like one specific sound, or you can have too much noise, that general annoying background hum.
And just to make absolutely sure you get it, the source gives us this perfect little example sentence. There's too much noise, I can't hear what she's saying. See? It just puts the idea into a real-world situation that we can all immediately understand. There's no guesswork, no confusion. Just clarity.
What's really cool is that the system is also designed so you can build on it, logically. You start with the core noun, noise, and from there, it's a really easy step to get to the adjective, noisy. It just goes to show how this small set of 850 words can be stretched and expanded in simple, totally predictable ways to say even more stuff.
So when you step back and look at it, what does this one little dictionary entry really teach us? It shows us the incredible, almost hidden power of simplicity when it comes to communication. And honestly, that's a lesson that goes way beyond just learning English.
If you take away just one thing, it should be this: clarity over complexity. Simple as that. We live in a world that is just full of jargon and technical mumbo-jumbo and overly complicated explanations.
Basic English is this amazing reminder that so often the best communication is actually the simplest.
So why should you care about any of this? Because this whole idea is actually a super powerful tool you can use. It doesn't matter if you're learning English or trying to explain a really complex idea at work, or maybe you just want to get your point across better. Focusing on a strong, simple core of words can help you cut through all the unnecessary, well, noise.
So I'm going to leave you with this thought. If a system built on just 850 words can define something like noise so perfectly and clearly, just imagine what else it could do. In our incredibly complex world, what other jargon could it slice right through? What other huge, complicated ideas could it make simple enough for literally everyone to understand?